Hi everyone, this is Revolution Ricky here at my house, in my office at Casa de Revolution, here to do another video of kind of sticking with the theme of what was yesterday on my previous video. Um, Here to do kind of a collection video of one of my favorite artists of all time. Of course, like I said yesterday, as I received the Elvis Presley soundtrack box set, I decided to go ahead and do a collection video. This is going to be some, not all, but some of my CDs, 45s, and movies that have the King of Rock and Roll. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you off the CDs first, then I'm going to move to vinyls, 45s, and movies. So, here we go. I guess we'll start with this little 5 CD set of originals. Um, Elvis Presley. Uh, it's a 5 CD album thing, and it's got. I don't know why they put these in this order that it was, because this album, Elvis Presley, was the first album released, and they got this one in first. I guess people are stupid, but this I actually put the albums in chronological order with Elvis, and it's nothing really major. Digital release, playing uh, this, and this is a good album. I like it. Um, Also, Elvis has the other hits. Love Me, Rip It Up, Long Tall Sally, Paralyzed, Old Shep, which actually I think he won an award for a singing contest back in at a fair when he was 10, 9 or 10. I can't remember, and it's these CDs. Um, like I said, I put these all in order of release, and Loving You, which is a great movie. I like it. It's got, you know, Elizabeth Scott, Wendell Corey, and Elvis, and the woman who's a nun. I actually bought this movie for my mother on video cassette many, many years ago. Good Times Home Video released it. It has little things here and there, but it has that performance that he's in a restaurant eating, and it's the most famous scene of the movie, besides him singing Teddy Bear, singing Mean Woman Blues to the crowd of parishioners in the restaurant. Um, but I really like this movie, and it's part of that box set I received yesterday. Um, Elvis is back. Not sure what I'm gonna have to look at the songs on this because my eyes are not good. This one has Stuck on You, Fame and Fortune, Fever, Girl of My Best Friend, which is a good song. Uh, Feel So Right, Girl Next Door, um, It's Now or Never, which is a good hit, and his soundtrack to GI Blues, which is, it's got this title track and all sorts of other songs, which I don't really know because I really haven't seen this at all, but I'm probably going to watch it because I do have a movie of it. So that's this CD set. And I got another CD set of Elvis's somewhere around of his greatest hits. And one of those has, 50 million Elvis fans or 1 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Uh, Gold Records, Volume 1, 2, 3, 4. But I had did a, I bought those back in the early 90s, mid 90s, because I really liked the songs on it. And, if you bought all of them, you just, you cost you about $200-300. Also got this album, which I bought in the mid 90s as well, Promised Land. Uh, this song, the title track, has the where Tommy Lee Jones is singing it in a car with Will Smith in the movie Men in Black. Also, it was, and This Is Elvis, um, which is a good. This is a good CD. I really like it. Um, Also have this one, which is probably one of my favorites. Um, Depends on the day. It's his final album, studio album, Moody Blue, and it also has the song from Elvis Presley Boulevard. Kind of see it's two in one, but I've always liked it. This was the cover to it. The album, which I did not like. I like the original, and this was the original cover, so I just flipped it. And I just put it like this, and kind of cool that it looks like a little record. And oh boy, live TV, cut me a break. Has him in his belting it out. Also, the final CD, if I could find the others, I just don't know where my other CDs are at. Years ago, me and my grandmother got in a little bit of an argument, and then after she listened to it, she never questioned me again. Uh, and I've been a big fan of his gospel music, and I bought a cassette compilation of Elvis Presley's Amazing Grace, his most sacred hits, and I would listen to it a little bit to help me sleep during the night. But I've always liked Elvis's gospel music, and it has my favorite gospel song, which is "Peace in the Valley," which is a big hit. He actually did that song on Ed Sullivan with the Jordanaires, and a little bit out of, since people were around then it was the rock and roll craze, and rock and roll still going on strong 70 years later. Yeah, it's got my favorite song, "There Will Be Peace in the Valley." It's got "You Never Walk Alone," "You Touch Me," "Take My Hand, Precious Lord," "Bosom of Abraham," "Crying in the Chapel," "Amazing Grace," "I Believe in the Man in the Sky," which is a good one, "How Great Thou Art." I was kind of bummed that it doesn't have "Milky White Way," which is a good song. "Reach Out to Jesus." A lot of people, he won his most Grammys for gospel music. Never won it for his rock and roll, but won it for his most sacred music. And he was coming from the church, which is, a very, those hymnals, because, back in the 50s, that's all you did was, you worked and then you went to church on Sundays with your family and had dinner. But like I said, I was kind of bummed that it doesn't have, it does have I Believe in the Man in the Sky. Sorry. So that's, oh yeah, I'm not Man in the Sky. Milky White Way. I thought it had Milky White Way, but it doesn't, which is one of my favorites. Like I said, but um, so this is a good one. I really like it, and my grandma never questioned me when I bought anything by Elvis ever again. and she passed away in 2011 before I got married. So these are all the, well, not all the CDs, but, and then I got this yesterday, the box set. Has all the albums, and I'll go ahead and show them off. Has this little booklet. Kind of reminds me of the Beatles mono box set, the Beatles US albums, the Rolling Stones mono box set, Bob Dylan's mono masters. Kind of reminds me of those. So start off with Loving You. I just named Jailhouse Rock. I actually like these better because it's got that wording. King Creole, which I've never really heard of. And I just showed GI Blues. Follow That Dream, Kid Galahad and Flaming Star. I think I had these on vinyl, but I don't know where the vinyls are at. Blue Hawaii, which is a good movie. I really like that one. Girls, Girls, Girls. Motley Crue. Named their album after that. It Happened at the World's Fair, which I kind of was watching yesterday. Fun in Acapulco. I guess Elvis was kind of in promotion for places he wanted to go on trips or something, because I wouldn't mind going on some of those trips. Kissing Cousins, which is a good movie where he plays dual role. Viva Las Vegas. Was watching that last night with my wife. Good movie. And Margaret. Oh my gosh. Beautiful woman. Beautiful. Let's see. Rustabout, which I will show off in a minute. Girl Happy I haven't seen. I have to admit I haven't seen this one. And haven't heard anything of it. I'll have to pop it in. Harem Scarum. Sam Katzman, I think, was a movie producer of movie serials. I think he did Superman, the movie serial with Kirk Allen. I'm not real sure. I'd have to look it up. Harem Scarum. Frankie and Johnny with, Donna Dixon from Beverly Hillbillies is in it. I think I got that movie in there too. Paradise Hawaiian Style. Don't know any of the stars on here, but I always loved Hawaii. Spin Out, which I'm pretty sure has, let's see, I think it has Bill Bixby in it. Let's see, co-starring Shirley Fabre. Shirley Fabre actually is the voice of Martha Kent in the Superman cartoons from the 90s. I could have swore that it was one of the movies I do know he was in with Bill Bixby. Double Trouble, which is I think he plays a dual role in it again. Clam Bake with Shelley Fabre. Yeah, Clam Bake has Bill Bixby in it. And the song Guitar Man. Heard a little bit of the music on, especially the song Guitar Man, and the last one. I think it was this one. Or was it two? Oh, I'll look at it in a minute. Speedway, it has Bill Bixby in it. Which is, I like Bill Bixby. Apple Dumpling Gang, The Incredible Hulk. Did the 3 Incredible Hulk movies with Lou Ferrigno, which is a good I like Lou Ferrigno a lot. Very good guy. Still jacked at his age, and he's a great actor. To happen to play the Hulk, and I love that series from the '70s. I watched that religiously when I was growing up on the weekday nights, the weeknights, and on Saturday and Sundays it was cartoons. Excuse me. I'm gonna hit the pause button real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to pick up the box. So let's see. I guess it really doesn't matter which way it goes. So I'm gonna take these as one of my favorite movies by Elvis was usually the ones he did with of course, Jailhouse Rock was my favorite. Loving You actually was better, and Blue Hawaii, and Viva Las Vegas. A couple of years ago, last year I went to Las Vegas, and I really didn't enjoy myself for the reasons that, we went to the wrong rental car place, because we were going up to Utah because my wife's niece was getting married. So that, I guess I'll go ahead and show off. Go ahead and show off the 45s I got. Love Me Tender, backed with any way you want it. Ask Me, and these are not in chronological order. I can't put them by the song. And Ain't That Loving You, Baby. Wild in the Country, and I Feel So Bad. And some of these are in horrendous condition, like this one. Ugh. I gotta even play. Let's see, there. Judy and There'll Always Be Me. This is from my grandmother's estate. I basically inherited these. Heartbreak Hotel, and I Was the One. Another Heartbreak Hotel, and I Was the One. Stuck on You, and Fame and Fortune. Let's see what else I got. All Shook Up, and That's Where Your Heartache Begins. I can't even read this one. Blue. Is this even Elvis? Yeah. Blue River, and Tell Me Why. Some of these, and like I said, Good Luck Charm, and anything that's part of you. Wish I had. Well, I do have Jailhouse Rock, but I got it in a frame up above my office door. I'm gonna hide this. This is from my grandmother's estate. I'm hiding the name because I don't want to give her any recognition, because I don't know who she is. Big Boss Man and You Don't Know Me. And I looked at this, and this was in okay condition. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. Let's see. Steamroller Blues and Fool from Aloha in Hawaii. Probably one of my later favorite ones. Burning Love and It's a Matter of Time. let's see, what else we got here? One Night and I Got Stung. Shake, Rattle, and Roll and Dowdy Miss Claudie. That's a good song. I really like it. Let's see. I think this is an EP. Look, it's, yeah, it is. Hard-Headed Woman and Good Rockin' the Night. And Don't and I Beg of You. Another Shake, Rattle, and Roll. I think this one is a better condition one. Like, I'm not showing any of all one. Nope, this one ain't. Looks like it's been through a ringer. Holy minutes. Well, the back of it is cool, but let's see. I Beg of You and Don't. This one actually I bought in the 80s when I was younger, because I had seen the movie This Is Elvis, and it's a later pressing on purple vinyl. You Were Always on My Mind, and My Boy, which celebrated Elvis's 50th anniversary. And I put it in a newer thing. And this one I found on accident. When I was younger, around 18 or 19, I watched a movie that was about Elvis. Not starring Elvis, it was about him. It was a fictionalized account. And found this one very cheap. Heartbreak Hotel. I think I paid like $3 for it. And I saw it and I was like, wow. I didn't even know it existed. And it's sung by David Keith and Charlie Schlater, who was in 18 Again with George Burns. And I think he did Ferris Bueller and the TV series. And it's in good shape. It's got a little, it's backed by the original song from Heartbreak Hotel by Elvis. Two of them, Heartbreak Hotel, and I had the soundtrack on cassette somewhere. So this is a good song. I picked it up. I wanted it. I'm gonna have to find a cover for it. So I don't really. If I ever meet Charlie Schlater or David Keith, I'm gonna have them sign this. It's the only thing I got. I don't have the vinyl album at all. I had the cassette for years, but I can't find it. But I always liked the soundtrack, so I thought it was decent. And it has songs like Drift Away by, yes, I can't remember that guy's name. But it has Alice Cooper's I'm 18, If I Can Dream, which was one of my favorite songs, which is, I've actually told my wife that I want that played at my funeral, because it's a very good song. But I've always wanted to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show off my movies that I've got. I'm going to show off the ones about Elvis, not the ones starring Elvis. And I don't have many about Elvis. But I'll start with the first one. This one I think I found for like $5 in the $5 bin at Walmart. And I snatched it up real quick because I saw it when I was like 8 or 9. And I've always liked this guy because he had performed, in the movies like The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, and later on he played in Silkwood, and later on he played in Death Proof, in the Quentin Tarantino movie. I'm talking about Kurt Russell in his 1979 movie Elvis. And it had his then wife, Susan Hubley, in it, who went on to play in All My Children for a time. And also it has Melody Anderson, who also played in All My Children. as Natalie. And Melody Anderson, of course. This was before Flash Gordon. So it has her in it too. It has Shelley Winters, uh, Ronnie McDowell, Ronnie McDowell, who is singing the songs of Elvis in it. So I had, wanted to get this. It also has, like I said, Shelley Winters, Susan Hubley, Bing Russell's, who is Kurt Russell's real life father, playing Vernon, Pat Hingle, who of course played Commissioner Gordon in Batman. He was in the Batman movies in late 80s, early 90s. He also was, I think he played Sally Field's father and Norma Ray. And he played in quite a few other roles. But Batman was, and it has Joe Mantega. I think he played in Airheads as a DJ, and I think he's playing Joe Esposito in this. It's a great movie. I mean, it was produced by Dick Clark, and of course has John Carpenter. John Carpenter from playing. He was the director of Nightmare on Elm Street. No, where is it? John Carpenter. Oh God, I can't remember. Was it John Carpenter or was that Wes Craven? Oh, I don't remember. I don't watch many horror movies. And of course, the movie that came out a couple of years ago with Austin Butler and Tom Hanks, Elvis. Great movie. You've seen one Elvis movie, you've practically seen them all about him. But this one was done in such great taste, it was produced by, I think it was produced by, before she died, Lisa Marie Presley and Priscilla Presley. Great movie. And Tom Hanks I really like. Of course I liked him in Forrest Gump. I liked him in A League of Their Own. My wife likes him in That Thing You Do. But this one is actually a good movie. They really captured the Elvis of the younger years and what he had to go through with Colonel Parker, which swindled him out of millions of dollars. And of course, okay, so now I'll get to the movies I do have. This is a 4-film Elvis Presley classic that I bought. I think I got this at Dollar General, or did I get it at Walmart? Oh, I don't remember, but I bought it anyway, and it has 4 good movies. Jailhouse Rock. It Happened at the World's Fair. Stay Away Joe and Charo, which is 2 type of Western movies. Always did like this one. Especially Jailhouse Rock, because I really like that. And of course, the 5 movie set: GI Blues, Blue Hawaii, Girls, 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 Rustabout, Fun in Acapulco. I think the Fun in Acapulco is missing because I think I was watching it one day and I lost it. But I put Viva Las Vegas in here, so if I need to watch it, I have it handy. So, Viva Las Vegas is a good movie. And of course, the last but not least, the one I did see when I was a little boy. They actually showed this in the theaters, and I swipe it up every time, from time to time. And this is a, let me look, a 2-disc collection. This is Elvis. Goes through his life, has a couple people playing Elvis as a kid and then as an adult. Like I said, 2 DVDs, the extended version and the theatrical release. I saw ads for this in the newspapers, and it had that picture of him. This is Elvis. Came out, I really don't remember when it came out, but I really liked the movie. And this is where I heard the song Promised Land. And it goes through up in time. He was a kid, and then up until he died. I really did like that. Well, I guess that's about it about what I have for Elvis. I could show you all my stuff that I have hanging up there by my office door, but I don't feel like getting it down, and my back is just killing me today. I just wanted to come on here, just do a little bit of a retrospect of the King of Rock and Roll, because I like his music, and me and my wife are talking about going to Graceland this year. It would be nice to go. She's never been. I went about 28 years ago and had a great time with my family. Saw his mansion. Did not sneak upstairs to see if he was alive, because we all know that he's no longer with us, even though back in the 80s I did get into the Is Elvis Alive craze, but it kind of died down, no pun intended, because after Michael Jackson married Lisa Marie Presley, I was like, oh boy, that guy, he's no longer with us. And, there was 2 specials about him back in the 80s, early 90s, to talk about the Elvis conspiracy, if he was alive, and he was showing up on farms, at Burger Kings and restaurants, which is, a lot of people in the audience thought he was alive. And then Joe Esposito came on and said he was not. And his spiritual advisor came on and he was told everybody he was not alive. And I kind of accepted that at face value because they knew him best. I mean, but, like I said, I don't believe in conspiracy theories. The reason why is because I don't care. And right now, a lot of conspiracy theories and conspiracy theorists are running rampant around the world and this and that and the other. And it's not right. That's another story. I want to keep my channel politics free. But I'll come back on and do more videos later on. Well, I guess that's about it. Y'all stay safe, and Happy New Year to everybody. It's 1st of February, so hopefully I'll be doing more of these as soon as I think of them. So this is Revolution Ricky signing off. Keep spinning that vinyl and the CDs. And I will see you all in the next video. I appreciate y'all. Peace.